Okay, I'm really sorry I haven't checked in very much for this week. It was a super busy week this week. The only day I really had off was yesterday, and I didn't really have a very pleasant day yesterday. My brother has been in town, and I did get to hang out with my brother yesterday. That's not why I didn't have a pleasant day, by the way. I had a great time with my brother. We went out to eat at Red Robin, and I had a lot of fun when we went out to eat, but I'm just not having the best time with the new apartment managers here. They are trying to start a whole bunch of rules that weren't here when we had the old apartment manager, and rules that aren't even in our lease. And it's just really frustrating because we can't do things that we used to be able to do because they're starting all these new rules. And like, one thing is, you know how I get food boxes and my neighbors all get food boxes. Well, we're not allowed to put the food in the community center anymore for each other to go through and see what food we want that other people don't want, which is so dumb, but they want to run this place like a prison. At least I've got a job now to distract me from what's going on in the community now. I wouldn't say it's much of a community anymore. If we aren't allowed to do community activities, it's not really much of a community anymore. And we're not allowed to garden anymore. Like, I had like some tomatoes and garlic in the garden, and I couldn't keep up with watering it. And I had like asked a bunch of people if they could help me watering it, but nobody would help me. So it ended up dying because it wasn't getting enough water, and I was too busy working to water it. And so I got in trouble because the garden looked unsightly because it hadn't been watered and everything was like wilting and stuff. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to work or am I supposed to water the garden? I think I would rather work. So I just ripped up the garden because that's what they wanted me to do, I guess. And I'm the one that planted it anyways, so I guess there'll be no garden now. And I'm not gonna do a garden there anymore anyways. If I'm gonna get in trouble because I don't have time to water the garden and nobody's gonna step in and help with this community garden, then I'm just not gonna be part of this community garden. Like, this community is such bullshit now. It's not even a community anymore. And I'm just gonna stay in my apartment, stay to myself, just do my own thing because they want to run this community like a prison. And that's not how you should be running a community for mentally ill people. It shouldn't be a prison, but that's the way they want to do it. So yeah, about the garden, I'm going to start a garden at my mom's house, and I'll have a lot more room to plant vegetables over there. So probably by the end of this month, I'll have a garden going over at my mom's house, and there'll be lots of fall veggies. And then, yeah, that's kind of been shitty, and I've been doing physical therapy, or I started physical therapy. I had like my, what do you call it, where they look you over and see what all is wrong with you and stuff. So what's wrong with me is I have Achilles tendonitis, I have retrocalcaneal bursitis, and I have plantar fasciitis. And the reason why I have all those things is because my calves are so big and they're so tight from being used so much and not getting like any massage And I also don't stretch them enough, he said. He said I need to do more stretches. So we're going to work on different stretches and exercises I can do to loosen up my calves. And I'm going to get massage therapy too, which I really look forward to that. And then another thing that's wrong with me is probably because of getting hit by a car. I've been hit by a car twice. The first time I fractured a vertebrae in my neck. The second time I fractured my hip. But probably because of that, I probably have some arthritis going on in my hip. In fact, I know I have arthritis going on in my hip. And one of my legs is shorter than the other. So my right leg is shorter than the left leg. So I think the left leg has to like overcompensate for how weak the right leg is. So I think that's the reason why my left calf muscle is so tight. I want to see a chiropractor after I get all this physical therapy done. I'm probably going to start seeing a chiropractor, and I might get massages too every once in a while. Other than that, my week has been pretty good. I'm just really upset about what happened yesterday. I mean, I love that garden. I put so much money and work into that garden, and it's just sad to see it all go. I was hoping to have lots of tomato sandwiches this year with the tomatoes, but, you know, if that's what they want, that's what they get. And if they're gonna like criticize me because I don't have time to water the garden and nobody else is taking responsibility for the garden, then you know what? I'm done with the garden. You know how much money I put into that garden because nobody else took any initiative to do anything with that garden? So yeah, done with it. I'm gonna put all my money into the garden at my mom's house, and I'll probably get better crops there anyways, because that garden bed that they have in the apartment complex, it's just tiny and has horrible soil, and every year I have to add amendments to the soil because they don't do it themselves. And you know how much amendments cost to add to the soil? Like, I was paying at least $50, if not more, for amendments. And then just recently I bought some neem oil, which was $30 for some of the bugs on the zucchini. And then they're gonna bitch at me because I can't water the garden when I work? Fuck that, you know? Seriously. I mean, can't you see why this is such a stupid thing? Like, can't you see why I should be upset about this? I think I really should call like the head up manager and complain about this, because I don't think that was fair for me. So I think I will call the head up manager in charge of all these lower managers and complain about it, because the way they're trying to run this place, it's like a jail, and you can't treat mentally ill people like that. We're not criminals. Just because we're mentally ill doesn't mean we're criminals. We just have a hard time functioning like normal people. Some of us stay up later, like me. I have a hard time sleeping. Some of us are prone to emotional outbursts, or some of us are really reclusive. You know, we all have our own different like quirks, but we shouldn't be treated like criminals because we did nothing wrong. We just need compassion. We need the ability to express ourselves and de-stress ourselves and feel comfortable in the place we live. And when you try and control mentally ill people like that and put a lot of pressure and stress on them, it's just gonna make things worse. I'm sorry, I feel like crying because like it's just been very stressful for me the past couple days, and yeah, I don't want to cry, but I'm sure you can understand, like, if you put a lot of money into something and they, like, criticized you because you were working, you know, I really need to talk to the manager about this. But yeah, you can see why I haven't really been on here much. I mean, work has been going great. I love my job. It was so nice to go to work today because I was able to escape how it's been at home. And I've been able to hang out with family lately, which is good because that helps me escape this feeling at home too. And we had a lot of fun with my brother and my mom and stuff. Whew, I'm really sorry I'm crying right now, but I've just had a lot of stress lately. I should probably get off here, but I'll try to talk to you a little bit later and hopefully I'm more calm. Alright, I'm ending this week of my fit vlog. I want to assure you that I am okay after my emotional outbursts in my last clip. I was able to talk to my case manager today, and she's going to talk to the boss of the managers that are doing this, and hopefully something gets done about it so that they're not being so strict with us. Now it is time for me to wrap up my fit vlog. So I didn't film much this week. Like I said, I've been super busy. I have lost one pant size though. I'm down to a 20 size pant, and I was a 24 at the beginning of January, so that's 3 pant sizes down so far, and it's 1 pant size down since I started working. So I want to show you how I calculated my new caloric intake real quick, and then I will go over the food I've eaten this week. So I use this online calorie calculator right here, calculator.net, and I'm just entering all of my information here. So I am 34, and I'm a female. I'm 5'9", and I'm about 295 pounds, and I get daily very active intense exercise 6 to 7 times per week, because I'm getting at least about 4 hours of walking a week or a day. The only days that I don't always get 4 hours walking are the days that I'm off work, which is like 2 to 3 days a week, but those days I'm usually doing other exercise, like I have physical therapy, so I gotta walk to physical therapy, or I'm going out doing something, or I'm cleaning the house or something. So I feel like I'm getting a good amount of exercise every day of the week. Plus I'm also doing my at-home exercises, or I'm going to the gym on my days off. So I'm gonna put very active. And we can also do a little bit less than that to see what it would be. So let's calculate that. And here it says to maintain my weight I would need 3,627 calories a day. Mild weight loss would be 3,377 calories a day, and 1 pound weight loss would be 3,127 calories a day. And I would want to be in between mild and regular weight loss. I don't want extreme weight loss because I do not want the loose skin. Now I'm going to try doing the same thing and do a step down in activity level so you can see what my calorie intake should be. I mean, if I wasn't as active. So then it would be this one right here, active daily exercise, intense exercise 3 to 4 times a week. So that's like if I didn't do exercise on my days off. So to maintain weight, I would need 3,259 calories, and mild weight loss around 3,000 calories, and 1 pound week weight loss is 2,759 calories. So now let's go to my calorie calculator and see if I stayed under this 2,759 calories. Okay, so Sunday I stayed 2,944. Wait, no. I gotta include my food too, or I gotta include my exercise too. So it'd be my net calories right here. So yes, I stayed under right there with my net calories. That one I stayed under, almost bordered there. This one I went over, but that was like my cheat day. That's the only day I went over. This one I was under. This one I was way under. This one I was under. This one I was under. And then we move on to the week before. So even with me increasing my calories, I'm still going to lose the weight. But this time I only increased it by, I think I increased it by 800. And here, let's see. It was 2,505. And then I increased it to 3,335. So I increased it by 835. That might be a little high on some days, but on other days that's going to be a little low. Okay, so let's go over what all I ate this week. I had a tomato sandwich on whole grain bread, and then I had some ranchero queso fresco, Gatorade, and some grapes, and I think I also had a piece of bread with honey and butter on it. And then for lunch, I had a peanut butter honey sandwich. And for dinner, I had the guac burger with zucchini fries, Baja Ranch, and a strawberry Diet Coke. And the snacks I had is chocolate spiced tea, and 3 blueberry muffins, and 2 radish and goat cheese quiches, and a little queso fresco. And I got in 5 hours and 30 minutes of walking and 1 hour of weightlifting. I think I don't remember, but I think I either went to the gym that day or I worked out at home. I don't know why it is 1 hour of weightlifting. That's a lot of weightlifting, but I'm not going to question it because I probably did it. I just don't remember it. Monday I was 416 calories under my daily budget. This was before I adjusted how many calories I needed for the day. And then Tuesday, I had some coffee for breakfast with some radish and goat cheese mini quiches. Then for lunch, I had some seafood salad and some beetroot onion salad. And I got that at Safeway. It was pretty good. And then for dinner, I had the bacon cheddar chicken and the cabbage with walnuts and some mango ginger tea. And then snacks I had was 2 slices of bread with butter and honey. And that day I got in 11 minutes bicycling, 30 minutes walking, 30 minutes weightlifting. No, I got in 1 hour weightlifting. I think I weightlifted at the gym and at home, and I was under 941 calories. This was also before I adjusted my calorie intake. Then Wednesday I had coffee for breakfast with a piece of chicken breast And then I had some queso fresco for lunch. And then I had the Cowboy Ranch Tavern burger for lunch with the garlic fries and some milk. And then snacks I had was 2 slices of bread with honey, and then I also had some Diet Coke with strawberries. And I got in 5 hours and 30 minutes walking and 20 minutes weightlifting. That was all at work. And I was under 1,671 calories. And this was before I adjusted the calorie intake. Then on Thursday, I had the chicken breast with the cabbage and some orange, passion fruit, jasmine, green tea for breakfast. Then at lunch I went to the hospital and I had some jicama and avocado salad and some pineapple coconut Italian soda with cream. That was definitely a cheat right there. But it was 250 calories, not bad. And then for dinner I went out to eat with my family. I had some lamb shawarma, some tabbouleh salad, some Greek salad, a spinach cheese phyllo pie, and some baba ganoush, some pita bread, and some anise tea. And there was sugar and pine nuts in the tea, and I also had a piece of halava. And I was under 279 calories, and I got in about 30 minutes walking that day. And that was before I adjusted the calorie intake. And then Friday, I had a whole grain tomato sandwich for breakfast. And I had the bacon chicken breast for lunch with some coffee. And then dinner, I had the Southern Charm burger with egg and zucchini fries and a Diet Coke. And then snacks I had was another whole grain tomato sandwich. And I got in 1 hour of walking. Is that Friday? I feel like I worked for longer than an hour on Friday. I don't know why it's only 1 hour walking. I probably got in more walking than that. But I will just leave it at that. I'm not going to adjust it anymore. But it was over 817 calories. I probably didn't go over that much, being that I don't think... I have no idea how long I was at work Friday. I don't know, this whole week's just kind of a blur from all the stress I've been under. But here's where I adjusted my calorie intake. This was Saturday, and I had 2 cinnamon raisin bagels for breakfast with cinnamon honey butter. Then for lunch I had a microwaved potato with some barbecue sauce. And then for dinner, I had the Southern Charm. Oh, I know what it was. Friday, I went walking. I didn't work on Friday. Friday, I went walking with my family. That's when we went out to eat at Red Robin. And I went out to eat with my family, and that's what I got when I went out to eat. And that's when I decided that the Southern Charm burger is my favorite burger. Anyways, back to this. So... lunch I had the baked potato with barbecue sauce, and then dinner I had to get another one of those Southern Charm burgers because they were delicious, and I basically got the same thing I had the night before, except for that time I got steak fries instead of zucchini fries. And then I got I had a whole grain tomato sandwich for a snack, and I got in 4 hours of walking and 5 minutes of weightlifting. So you see, every day I'm getting at least an hour of exercise, and on days that I'm not getting exercise, I'm getting multiple hours of exercise other days. So I think I really do need to increase my calorie intake because I don't want this weight falling off so drastically. So anyways, I was under 664 calories. And that's when I adjusted my calorie intake. Then the next day I had Sunday I had 2 more cinnamon raisin bagels for breakfast with honey butter. This is today. Yeah, before bed I had 2 cinnamon raisin bagels with honey butter, and I also had a potato with butter and Baja Ranch, and I picked some raspberries from my raspberry plant today. And then I had the barbecue with the beef ribs, the grilled shrimp, the elotes, the green beans and bacon and milk. Oh, I need to add 2 more cups of milk because I had another glass of milk. And I got in 1 hour and 30 minutes walking and 1 hour house cleaning. So I was under 933 calories. And you know what? I think if I remember correctly, I had a slice of bread with butter and honey too. So I'm going to put that in there. Whoa, I had the exact amount of calories today as yesterday. So that must be a good amount of calories for me. So let's see what the week is. I was 2,686 calories under my weekly budget, which is right about where I want to be. I want to be just slightly higher, but a little bit lower is okay because then the weight won't fall off so quickly. I don't know if you remember me talking about this before, but what was it? 3,500 calories is a pound. So I want to be about 3,500 calories under my weekly budget per week. And this is close to it. It's a little bit less, so this is probably about half a pound of fat loss. Who knows how many calories I actually burned because I did weight lift pretty heavy. So we'll see. I mean, the weight has been falling off, as you'll see in my photo that I post as my thumbnail. So I'm really happy with my weight loss. I mean, this week I fit into size 20 pants, and I haven't fit into size 20 pants since 2017. So I think that's great. And now next is size 18, then size 16, and then the smallest I've ever been is a 14. So I don't know if I'll get any smaller than that, but we'll see. I'll let you know what happens with the whole situation about us not being able to share food anymore in the community center or garden. I mean, I'm not really too concerned about the garden because I can garden at my mom's house. In fact, I'm gonna start some starts for the fall soon to plant at my mom's house. But we want something done about us not being able to share stuff anymore in the community center, because I think that's total BS. You know, we're supposed to be a community, and how can we be a community if we can't get together and share things anymore? So yeah. Alright, I hope you have a great day, and see you next week. Bye.